Guys, we have finally done it. After watching all 32 Naked Gun movies, we are finally here at the Naked Gun 33 1/3. What a journey it has been. Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out, as I just said, the Naked Gun 33 1/3, the final insult. And just a quick note before we get into this intro, if you do like the video, please consider subscribing. It really helps the channel out a lot, and it is also free, you know, free stuff. I've enjoyed the last two Naked Gun movies. I loved the first one and I enjoyed the second one, so I'm really excited to get back into Frank's shenanigans. I think Leslie Nielsen is a great comedic actor. I love his comedic timing, very verbal and stuff like that, very dry sense of humor. It's definitely my style of humor, so I'm very excited to see what the final insult will be. I'm hoping it is very comedic. I'm hoping it's more in tune to the first movie than the second movie. The first movie I just found a lot more funny with verbal jokes, like a lot more smart and witty writing than in the second movie, which was more visual humor. So I'm hoping we get back to some of that smarter, wittier, dialogue-oriented comedy that we saw a lot more in the first movie. And before we get into this reaction, let me do the lighting. So let me turn the light because I said what color it should be. Boop! Nice, nice, nice. So for this last Naked Gun movie, I'm going to be going like this orangey beige color to kind of symbolize Frank if he was naked. That is what the lighting is for today. And if you'd like to check out more of my reactions, you can head over to my Patreon of uncut reactions to many of the movies I watch on YouTube, so those early access reactions to my movies that come out 1 week early. Thank you so much if you check it out. Let's get back to the video. Okay, let's get into this thing. I hope you enjoy my reaction to the Naked Gun 33 1/3, the final insult. I swear we thought what? I swear I thought we were in a church. I don't know, it's weird that he's facing the other way with the newspaper, you know, like facing the steps. Dyslexia for cure found. Oh. Oh no, Frank. Oh no, Frank. Oh my god, another one. Oh no. Throw the babies at him. Sacrifice the babies. No, the baby. No, all the babies. Why is there a lawnmower? That guy, I just wanted to be part of it, you know? Also, the music is so good right now. What the heck?
The president!
Why is the president?
And the Pope!
And why is the Pope?
Look! It's disgruntled postal workers!
Not them too. Where'd you get that gun from? I love him in the background catching the babies.
Wait a minute! Give me my baby back!
He was about to throw that baby on the ground.
Frank! Frank! Are you alright?
Dude, what a dream. That was a great intro, actually. Probably my favorite intro of all three of them. I like how that team's wearing a Philadelphia Flyers jersey, but the stadium fits like 3 people. Oh my god, it's doing the trench run in Star Wars. Use the Force, Luke. It's amazing. Wait, Jurassic Park. Imagine if that's what a T-Rex actually sounded like. I think it would be more terrifying, you know, because you just wouldn't expect it. Wonder what he's in jail for, saying a really good yo mama joke.
Buttocks, ample breast, ears you just love to stick your tongue into.
What the heck?
Please, I'm gonna get...
Wait, is that what he said in the first movie? Leslie Nielsen?
The devastation in South Florida?
That was Hurricane Andrew.
That's what they told the public.
What?
Fail. Show me one man who can stop me.
I'll show you one. You know how hard those bags are to open? I feel his pain. Like, this isn't even a fake, like, over-exaggerated comedy sketch. This actually happens. This is a real issue.
Attention shoppers.
Does any of your dads or like you do or used to just like speaking of melons, any of your dads would just like smack melons and be like, that one's ripe? Because my dad does that, and somehow they're always ripe. Like, I don't know, he's got the smacking technique down. Oh, he retired. 3,000 dead bad guys, 432 wounded.
So if I do any shooting now, it'll have to be within the confines of my own home. Well, Ed, I officially give you my gun.
You know, these movies definitely take on a different context with like the police violence that's been going around lately.
Cheer up, Ed. This is not goodbye. It's just I won't ever see you again.
They're different. They're different.
Keep up.
Don't lie to me, Mr. Clayton. You're under oath. Do you know what the penalty for perjury is?
Why are there so many babies?
The court. Don't lie to me, Mr. Clayton. You're under oath.
Is she gonna want a baby? There are so many babies in this movie already.
I have no further questions, Your Honor. Court will recess until after the morning feeding.
Highly recommended by our last therapist.
Yes, I was sorry to hear about his suicide.
Oh my god.
You're so insensitive.
This isn't that toilet seat thing again, is it?
It's babies, Frank. I want to have a baby.
Yeah, see what I say.
Sexy lingerie, some lacy underwear, a black teddy.
I've tried wearing them all. They don't work.
We haven't had a night like that in a long time.
Not together.
What?
Puppy wuppy wubber.
My little love biscuit.
My little snooky wookums.
My little...
I know, I'm like cringing over here too.
Mommy! Sit. Excuse the mess, it's my ironing day.
Oh.
The terrorist threat. Police squad is certain. I'd love a cupcake. And that coffee smells great.
I grind.
And the cupcakes do look good.
Oh, it's great.
I hoped you'd like them. Made them.
Why was his hand shaking so much?
We're taken by a news photographer.
We think this girl was used as a diversion.
We had them enlarged.
I look familiar.
Oh my god.
The big disco shootout.
I don't. Okay, here we go. Stay in a live moment. Check out my reaction to that movie on the channel. It's funny because another movie that Leslie Nielsen worked on, in Airplane, has a staying alive moment as well.
We think it was some sort of love triangle. This is the suspect's girlfriend, Tanya Peters.
There she is.
Friendly down at the station. All right, Mike. Company, Lieutenant.
Oh my god. That hair is lush. There's an ecosystem living in that head.
Do remember, you were one of the first test cases for minoxidil, weren't you?
What?
So right.
Jane and I have a special evening planned.
Frank, it will only take a couple of hours. You'll be home in plenty of time to make dinner.
No, you won't.
Besides, you haven't shot anybody in 6 months.
That's true. Funny how you miss the little things.
What?
Important to have a foolproof disguise. And this operation was no different.
Yes, he's still crashing his cars.
Comb my hair a little differently just in case. The plan was to...
What a disguise.
No, I don't.
And take a number.
6. I really appreciate your seeing me like this. I'm sure it won't take too long.
She recognizes. Okay. Wrong place, buddy.
We like to go out in the backyard, throw it around for a while.
Oh.
It has no feeling. It's kind of numb.
Oh.
Well, it's not exactly the backyard, but it'll do.
Well.
I don't know if I would be able to do that, you know? It's weird. Why did she stand outside?
No,
This
not at all.
is 17. You're next.
Have we met before?
If you'll...
No. She also is just not aged.
Follow me.
Do you have Spartacus?
Why is he still asking? Does he think it's Blockbuster Video? But that's a name you haven't heard in a long time. Missing 18 minutes of the Watergate tape.
I could use a little help.
Dr. Rosenblatt,
Who are you? Oh my god, she's the help. He's not gonna want to do anything.
I'm wearing the nightgown you bought me for our honeymoon.
Now that's sexy.
Soak in the tub for a couple of days, possibly a week.
Oh my god, stretch your earlobes, man. She's like, honey, what's all this steam?
Should I?
Frank, what's this?
Whiplashes.
It was nothing, Jane. I was only doing it a small favor.
Some retired.
Oh my god, the quickest change of all time. That was great.
Then take this with you.
Kind of smooth, dude. Kind of smooth.
You're listening to KSAD. All depressing, all the time.
All depressing all the time. What a station.
It's bad enough you're shooting blanks, now you're leaving the door wide open and letting all the heat out. What, you born in a barn, you stupid?
Find Tanya's address, Frank.
And I wrote it down in a hanky, and I can't remember what I did with it.
Oh, he gave it to, what's her face? His wife.
In honor of your 30 years on the force. Nordberg?
That's actually pretty cool.
Thank you, guys.
Edgar Hoover. That's amazing.
It tastes like...
That would be fertilizer, Frank. It's for another case. This is what I...
Only one way to find out where Rocco's going to strike next. We're going to have to send someone into Statesville prison.
Oh, Frank.
Dead.
You might end up dead is my middle name.
What about Jay?
I don't know her middle name. Old gray walls of Statesville prison. I was surrounded by pimps, rapists,
What?
murderers.
I love the playground. I too would be on the swings.
All my police experience, just to stay alive in here.
All right.
That's cool. He lit a torch with his beard.
Take it from me. This place here changes a man.
Oh yeah, in what way?
I used to be white.
I did not expect him to say that.
We were supposed to be married, but on the day of our wedding, she never showed up.
Oh my god. You killed Gabriella.
I was heartbroken, destroyed. I figured she had fallen for another man.
She had fallen, alright.
Hi, Mr. D. Hi, Mrs. D.
And I knew that eventually our dream would come true.
Oh my god. The kid. Oh my days. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Why is everyone standing in such a wide stance?
Would you love her? No problem.
Oh god. He's so protected.
Like a blind man at an orgy, I was going to have to feel things out.
What an analogy. That was amazing.
20 years, Dylan, if the warden gets one look at this.
Hey!
Frank's defending him.
What do you think we are? Animals? What are...
We want chilled wine. Food fight. Oh my god. Decapitation. I didn't know it was that easy. Eat the lima beans. Eat the lima beans. That's actually a worse punishment than getting punched in the face. Wait, are we having a sumo match? Let's go.
First, we gotta bust out of this playpen. Thanks to you, we still have our escape plan. Let's have it.
Well, I ate it.
Got Tyrone.
Can't we all just get along?
That was amazing. How to Break Out of Prison. Beautiful book. I've read that 1,000 times.
My nose down and skid marks just didn't leave a good taste in my mouth.
What a tunnel. So beautiful.
Dirt than I anticipated. Disposing of it was becoming tricky business.
Oh. Ah.
They're playing our song. I understand. Take it.
This is a great song, so great song to choose. People stealing their stuff.
Yes.
What do you mean, no?
I know you're tight.
Oh my god. She's got like predator tasers.
Oh my God! You killed him!
Yeah, you straight up murdered him.
You're a hero to every woman in this country. Frank, we have to call Frank.
Wait, her hair. Hope that guy gets run over again because he got up.
If we suspect anyone of attempting to escape, they will be...
The dirt on their heads.
Point. Los Angeles City High School.
I don't live in Los Angeles, nor have I ever been. Is this accurate for an LA high school? Just an accurate depiction of the US of A, I guess.
Like a midget at a urinal, I was going to have to stay on my toes.
Wow, I love his wordplay. That is massive.
Relax, Ma. She's been itching to try out her new gun.
I know the feeling.
Oh no, it's this woman. Longest legs of all time. She's got 2 kneecaps. No, I mean 4 kneecaps.
Walking around? Get some clothes on. And what are you doing in my bathing suit?
Her bathing suit.
And you're not a cop.
Well, yeah.
Well, it's good enough for me.
Yeah, fair enough.
I had to get a message to police squad. This thing was turning into more
Yeah,
than I could
pigeon.
handle by myself. No phone and...
So you're like a messenger pigeon.
Down there. Slasher.
The pigeon is dead.
Your bishop is exposed.
It's these pants. I usually
Oh my
wear
god.
the fuller cut.
Jane is going to see this.
What else?
Just this.
Oh my god. He went in for the kiss too.
This, she's married. What if her husband comes looking for her?
He probably will. He must be a great guy.
He
And make the best hostages. They're smaller, easy to take along, eat less, smell nice.
She's like nodding in the background. She's like, yeah.
That the whole world will be watching.
Your crowning achievement.
It's for both of us, Ma.
Oh, a nice handshake there. He made a nuclear bomb, basically.
Very impressive.
Cool.
The laugh.
It's another beautiful night in Los Angeles.
Oh my days.
The 66th Annual Academy Award.
Death everywhere, yet there's still these awards.
It's Weird Al.
Oh my god, Weird
and
Al
Vanna White.
again. Weird Al, Weird Al, Weird Al, Weird Al. I love that man.
Achievement Award.
Ready,
It's
three,
James
roll
Simmons.
tapes, go to clip, aspirin please, go to 3.
Aspirin.
So I can get to the envelopes and plant the bomb.
Accepting the award for Mr. Bronkowitz is...
You know, whenever there's a wheelchair in these movies, it's a game over for the wheelchair person.
That ought to do it.
You'll never get away with this. Rocco's gonna kill you, whoever.
She's strung up like Jesus.
Rocco, your chances are 1 in a million.
That's still better than any state lottery. Look, I'm the good guy.
You know what? True. I mean, impressive.
Forget it.
Forget it.
I wonder what the devil he wanted.
I love this so much.
Movie stars only.
Come on. I've got a better idea.
This would be a fun little segment to put in front of the Oscars as well.
Elliot Gould.
They actually got actual people, the actual actors. That's cool.
Thank you.
I love the guy on the left.
Overcome the death of her cat, set against the background of the Hindenburg disaster.
That sounds just like an Oscar bait movie too.
Of the Donner Party crossing.
Yeah, no one can resist bubble wrap.
For a yeast infection, set against the background of the tragic Buffalo Bills season of 1991.
What the heck? Why is everything tragic?
Take your tickets, folks. Lovely gown. Is that Cool Whip? All right, Tim and Aaron.
Is that Cool Whip?
Time to plant the bomb. What could it be?
And the winner is?
Boy, this is going to be dynamite.
Is in one of those envelopes.
You're right.
And the winner is?
Oh.
They open any more of them.
That is a way to celebrate for sure.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen.
What an entrance.
Lousy two-bit copper punk. I treat him like my brother. One I didn't kill.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Over to Raquel. Raquel, I'm used to being out of breath, working out to my video.
What the hell is he doing?
He's reading off the screen.
Nominees for Best Director are Sir Richard Attenborough for his
Richard Attenborough.
Mother Teresa. Mother.
Food! I love food!
Dude, I would watch this.
And then his salsa cause I'll blow chunks on the floor! Hey!
I would watch that musical. Someone make it real.
X2, the merchandising.
X2.
Look, that's...
I haven't seen X before. Is it good?
In a retirement community, Steven Spielberg, Geriatric Park.
Geriatric Park. This is amazing. Seizure World.
Here, two men like the leader of China, Wing Wa Wu Tong.
Yes, exactly.
That tuna.
Oh
for our
my
nation's
God.
hungry.
The one guy who believes.
Give me that info.
Dude, this would be the best Oscar show of all time. This would be better than the Will Smith slap.
Like Phil Donahue.
Yeah.
That's the guy! Get it!
I can't believe Weird Al has lines in this movie.
There's no...
Oh, no. Not him again. Please, God.
You know what? He said he would rather it to blow up during the dance numbers, so this is good. Oscar dance numbers are never good, you know? They can't open their car, it's just about to say... All four of those men never having babies again. I swear this would be the most... Like, Oscars need to do this. That was all meant to happen, folks. That was all meant to happen. She's okay. She's okay as stunt performer. She's in a tuba, man.
Two of America's most distinguished actors, Olympia Dukakis and James Earl.
I'm gonna say that's James Earl Jones. That's so cool.
Take it easy. Frank, thank God you're all right.
Indecent instincts and sawdust.
Indecent instincts. That basic instinct. I literally just reacted to that on my channel, actually.
It's the bomb!
Oh my God, there was a movie called The Bomb.
Freeze and nobody gets hurt!
Besides him.
All right, drop your guns and kick them over here.
That's so many guns.
Give me that gun!
Is everyone gonna applause? Of course, everyone is a sheep in the audience.
Yeah.
And I'll shoot you, Drebin, if you don't do as I say.
Jane?
What should I do?
So would everyone else. But you'd be dead.
This is getting a little complicated, Rolf.
All right.
Oh my God!
Here's your...
Oh my God, it's a slapping thing. I didn't know that that's where it's from.
Look! George Hamilton!
Oh man, come on.
I know what I'm doing.
He kinda did it.
Yes. Don't do it.
Anything else?
Frank!
Frank, what are you doing?
Yes, I want the world to know you're the perfect...
This thing off!
Frank, I've learned my lesson.
Frank, what are you doing?
Hurry!
Oh no, he took the bomb out. He's gonna shoot up into the sky. It's like fireworks, fireworks. You know what? Best Oscars of all time. And the Oscar goes to Frank Drebin. Oh my God, where's Waldo? We found Waldo.
Hurry up, wait. Relax, Frank. We got plenty of time. Bring the camcorder right here.
Oh, baby, 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 baby.
That's it. Congratulations, Dad. It's a boy.
It's a boy. I know.
Wrong room. And people have a masseuse. Evil twin. Rama Lama Samama. Frat mixer this Thursday night. I'll be there. Mr. Newborn's really sexy cousin, Amanda. Hello, Dolly Grip. I haven't seen that movie yet either. Kung Fu Grip, G.I. Joe. And that was my reaction to The Naked Gun 33 1/3, the final insult. That movie was really, really fun. I enjoyed it more than the second one. I don't think I enjoyed it more than the first one. I think they would be about equal. I think maybe the first one I would like a little bit more actually, but this one definitely my second favorite. It did not disappoint. And finally, after 32 Naked Gun movies, we are finally done watching this franchise. I thought this movie leveled out the visual comedy and the dialogue comedy, verbal comedy very, very well. I thought there were some really, really funny jokes. I thought there were some moments that maybe left a little bit more to be desired, but I think most of the moments landed for me, or had moments within the scene itself that landed, even if the overall scene didn't, which is I think more than The Naked Gun 2, which had its moments and had really funny moments at times, but then had like longer stretches of scenes which just didn't have jokes that landed as well as, say, in the first movie, and now in this one as well. The first thing I would like to touch on though is that slapping head scene, the boom, 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 where it's like the guy in the crowd. I have seen that so many times. I've seen it in so many YouTube videos. It is so culturally accepted as like the facepalm meme, the facepalm video. If you watch a YouTube video on like a topic or something and there's a facepalm moment, the chances are you're going to see that sequence. I have used that sequence in a few of my videos before for a facepalm moment on something that I have said in a reaction, and I didn't know it was from this movie. I never made the connection that it was from a Naked Gun movie, even though the very first facepalm is the detective guy, like Leslie Nielsen's boss. So when I saw it, it kind of blew my mind. I was like, what the heck? Just the connection, this movie is this thing. I don't know, it was just really cool. It just blew my mind, that's all I have to say. So we're gonna get into the reviews of this movie, then we'll talk about the score by, I think her name was Ira Newborn. It's a funny name, especially because there's so many babies in this movie. So just like a coincidental end last name that really kind of brings up the theme of this movie, I guess. But the score of this movie and the music was pretty good. It's very entertaining and it's very fun, and the score at the very start of the movie was amazing, so we'll get into that as well. Then we'll just talk about the funny stuff, just the things that I found funny in this movie. I won't really go into any flaws or anything because I just wanted to watch this movie to have a good time during my midterm season, and that's what I got. I just got a really nice, relaxingly funny, entertaining movie. So I'm not really gonna look at any of the downsides because the movie gave me what I wanted, and so I am very happy with that. Okay, so 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb and 56% in Rotten Tomatoes. So actually audiences like this movie more than critics, although both of them giving it pretty like average scores. Like not a terrible movie by any means, but just like a mid movie, you know, like a decent movie, entertaining probably, but nothing really to write home about. And I can see that. I would kind of agree with that movie, with that statement by the looking at the scores of the audience and critics reviews. I think it's just an entertaining movie. I think it's just fun. I don't think it reaches the same heights as the first Naked Gun movie, but I think it does supersede the second one. So I think it's a nice ending note to end this franchise on, a movie with maybe a little bit better written humor, some, I think in my opinion, some better background gags as well. So just some better gag sequences in general. And so yeah, I can see people being like mid on this movie but still enjoying it, if you know what I mean. And I'm kind of on the same boat where I don't think this is the most amazing movie I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't even think it's the best Naked Gun movie, but I still was entertained. Okay, the score by Ira Newborn, I think that's her name. I'm sorry if that's wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's her name. It's just really fun. It's just really fun. Again, the score I don't think is anything to write home about, but the main theme of this movie, the do 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 do, I don't know, it's just like gets you into the movie. It's just so fun. again, it's entertaining. That's what this movie is. This movie, word of the review, is entertaining. But the score at the very start of this movie, when all those babies are flying everywhere and the lawnmower is going down the steps and there's guns blazing, the postal service workers are coming out in arms, that sequence, the music was so good. And I don't know if she composed it. I don't know if someone else composed it. I'm assuming she composed it because she's the composer of the movie. But it was so dramatic. It didn't feel like I was watching a Naked Gun movie. If all the stuff happening in the background wasn't happening, you know, and there was actually like a serious moment, the music would have fit a serious moment, which made the scene even funnier because the music was so serious and so dramatic. But I don't know, the music just really caught my attention there. And the music in the Naked Gun movies have never really caught my attention before. So Ira Newborn, you did a great job with that opening score to this movie. And speaking of opening sequences, the opening sequence to this movie was definitely my favorite opening sequence out of all of them. I can't even remember what the opening sequence to the second movie is, and trying so hard, but I can't. So, I mean, that's saying something. But the opening sequence to the first movie is pretty funny with all like those evil people, you know, like sitting around a table, and then Frank is the guy pouring the tea, and then boom, 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 he karate chops them, and then he gets knocked out himself and he falls out of the window by his own doing. You know, that's a pretty iconic opening, but I found this one to be more entertaining. I don't know, it just kept ramping up and ramping up and ramping up in the level of dramaticness. A lot to do with the score, because I didn't expect the score to be so cool. I was like, this feels like I'm watching The Godfather or something right now. Like, the score was so intense. But then, you know, you got the babies falling down. You got O.J. Simpson catching babies and doing like a touchdown, about to slam this baby on the ground before the mother stops him. You got a random lawnmower going down the steps. You got the guy trying to get the gun off of his leg. Every time you cut back to him, it's a little bit more off, but even more tangled at the same time. You got the postal service workers running in. You got Frank with a pistol, and then all of a sudden he has a machine gun in his hands. There's just so much happening, and it is so overly dramatic and so random at the same time that I think it was just the best one. It was the most entertaining one to me. I don't know, I loved that sequence so much. Besides that though, I thought the whole Oscar thing at the end was really fun as well. It was a nice set piece to have a lot of humor, although I think the joke that having Frank be that other guy, I forget his name now, but having Frank, I think his name was Phil, having Frank pretend to be Phil, I'm gonna say Phil. If it's not Phil, then just insert the name of that the actual guy is, but into when I'm saying Phil, if that makes any sense. So I think the joke where Frank was being Phil, where everyone thought he was Phil, it kind of ran its course a little bit too much. You know, they made it a lot of times. Like, every single person in that audience made that joke at some point, and it became a little bit tiresome and stuff like that. But I think a lot of the shenanigans, all of the falls, there was a lot of falling in that segment of the movie, you know, a lot of really just physical humor happening, some dialogue here and there, but mostly just physical humor, like giant things falling on people and then everyone standing up and applauding because the sign said applaud on it, you know, the sheep in the audience, if you will. You know, Frank rolling down the stairs, taking the envelope and stuff like that. You know, there is some good stuff, but there was also some verbal humor in there as well, you know, when he's reading off the monitor and saying her lines as well. That was pretty funny. The whole Oscar thing was a fun ending. Not as fun as the baseball thing. I don't think anything will top that baseball thing for the funny climax of the Naked Gun trilogy, but it was fun. It was fun. I think they just overused some of the jokes a little too much. I think one of my favorite jokes was just when they were digging the tunnel in the prison and they were just finding places to put the dirt. You know, Frank standing on that giant mountain of dirt as he's playing baseball. Another inmate runs into it. Boom, but he's safe because, you know, he would have touched the base if he didn't go head first into the mound of dirt. When the cops are saying that there's a suspicion that there is a tunnel being built or that there's an escape plan being built, and they're walking along and you just see the dirt caked on their heads like hats. I thought that was hilarious. I thought that whole stuff, that whole sequence, everything in the prison, I thought was really fun. The fight in the prison as well was so random, but there were so many extras. You could kind of feel like this budget happening. There's so much things happening at the same time. You know, someone headbutting people, Frank eating this paper spaghetti. It was so random. Sumo wrestlers just appearing there for no reason at all. Just really funny random stuff in general. And of course, the star of the show, Leslie Nielsen, I thought he was fantastic in this movie. Again, his dry humor, it's the same humor as all three of the movies. I mean, including this one, is the two other movies. It's the exact same style of humor. He has the exact same style of humor in Airplane as well, which is hilarious. If you haven't seen Airplane, you should just check it out. I like Airplane better than the Naked Gun movie, so that's saying something. But his delivery in this movie, again, was spot on. His timing, when he said the lines, how he said the lines, just the sheer luck of... He's almost so innocent when he says them, because you just believe that Frank doesn't actually know what he's saying half the time. And I think the reason that this movie was a little bit more funny than the second movie is because in the second movie, Frank is pretty self-aware that the things he's doing are a little bit random. I was thinking about it, and you know, he just like comments on some of the stuff that he does, or like he'll make looks to the camera after he'll do something, or make looks to other people, and you'll just see that he knows he just did something wacky. But in this movie, he doesn't realize it as much, and I think that's going back to the first movie where Frank does things and he doesn't understand that they are random, but everyone else reacts, and that's what makes the situation funny. In the second one, he also reacts to it, and he also reacts to these weirdness, which makes it less funny because he's in on the joke as well. But in this one, he felt out of the joke again a little bit more, which made it a lot more funny in these sequences. So I thought everything to do with Frank in this movie was awesome. I was also a little upset that O.J. Simpson wasn't being tossed around like a wet paper towel in this movie, just like he was in the other two movies. But you know what? At least there's two movies where he gets tossed around like a wet paper towel on a Saturday morning. If you guys understand that reference at all, it's not a reference to anything actually. And so yeah, that is going to be the end of my Naked Gun review, Naked Gun 33 and the third review I should say, and the end of the franchise. It's kind of sad. I really enjoyed these movies. I enjoyed having these movies upcoming because I knew I could just relax and have fun watching them. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. If you want to check out my other, this is the first Naked Gun reaction that you're watching from me, you can check out all 32 other ones. I'm just talking the first two other ones. I had a lot of fun with them as well. And yeah, any other movies in this similar vein? I know there was one that was like Hot something, Hot Top, no, I don't know. It started with Hot Gun or something like that. I don't know. People recommended that. Is on my list. Don't worry about that one. There's probably other things out there as well that are fun. Just recommend fun movies to me. I would love that so much. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for my next movie reaction.